Hello, welcome to the Wazuh Virtual Appliance Setup tutorial. In this tutorial, we will cover where to download, how to install, access, and start using the Wazuh OVA Virtual Appliance for testing Wazuh's capabilities. To download the appliance, we may start by going into Wazuh's main page at wazuh.com and then head over to the documentation. Inside the documentation, you will find various sections that explain the Wazuh's platform's numerous capabilities, their configuration, and detailed explanations of how they work. Within the installation guide, you will find how to install the Wazuh Manager server, the Elastic Stack integration, the Wazuh agent for monitoring your environment's endpoints, the Splunk integration, which is an alternative to the Elastic Stack software, and then the Virtual Machine section, which we will cover in this video. The Virtual Machine is an appliance that will allow you to easily test Wazuh's capabilities. The OVA is not meant to be used for production environments, but it's a very simple way to install and run, as we will show in this video. We may download it by clicking on the link provided on this webpage. This will take some time depending on your internet connection, as it is a couple of gigabytes. It is worth noting that this is a specific version of when this video was recorded. Wazuh does have a very active release cycle, and this OVA is constantly being adapted to the latest Elastic Stack version. So although some minor details may vary, our team aims to maintain a consistent experience. So this video should be valid for various versions. This virtual machine image can be directly imported into VirtualBox, as well as other virtualization systems that support the open virtualization format. For this demonstration, we have previously installed VirtualBox, so we may import this machine by clicking on our download. This will open the import dialog that summarizes the various characteristics of the virtual machine to be created. We may simply click import, as by default the OVA will configure it with the necessary resources, including 4 GB of RAM, 4 CPUs, and a guest OS type of a 64-bit Linux system. This will take a couple of minutes. Now that it has finished, we may go into the VirtualBox Manager screen, where we will find a new virtual machine with the VM Wazuh name, which will be initially powered off. We may start it by selecting it and then either using a headless start or a normal start. For this demonstration, we will use a normal start to see the machine's terminal and then determine the IP where we will reach Wazuh's web interface, as well as where we will configure our endpoints to communicate. You can see the virtual machine is booting up. Note that although it is not necessary to log on to the machine after it has been powered up to use Wazuh, it will allow us to explore the file systems that makes it work. The login password for the root account, as mentioned in the documentation, is Wazuh, W-A-Z-U-H. Once logged in, we can determine the IP address of the system by typing in IP space ADDR or ifconfig if you prefer. And take note that in this case it will be 192.168.0.17. You may then need to press the right Ctrl key on your keyboard to release your mouse pointer. We can then direct our browser to access the web interface at https://192.168.0.17. There, we will see a warning that the certificate used by the OVA is not signed by a trusted authority, which we can safely ignore and proceed for testing purposes. The web page will now load the Kibana web interface, and on the left-hand column we will find the Wazuh icon that will take us to the Wazuh web interface within Kibana. There, we will have access to the various dashboards that have been designed by the Wazuh team. We can then see that no agents have been registered to this manager. If we click on the Deploy Agents link or on the Agents tab, we will be directed to an interface which will provide guidance on how to deploy the Wazuh agent on several operating systems. For this demonstration, we can select Red Hat CentOS and provide the IP address where the agents can find the Wazuh Manager. This will provide us with a single line command that we can copy and paste onto our systems to download, install, register, and configure the Wazuh agent without any further interaction. Let's bring a terminal of a CentOS machine and paste that command into it to see how it works. Just hit enter, confirm the action, and it's as simple as that. You may even add the -y modifier to the command so that you do not need to confirm the action, making it even more automated. This is so simple thanks to the use of the deployment variables, which the installers have been programmed to take into account. This works not only on CentOS, but also on Windows, macOS, AIX, and other Linux systems. We can now reload the Agents tab to see our newly registered endpoints being monitored. We can then explore the interface by going into Overview and selecting a dashboard to visualize the events being logged by the system. If we go into Discover mode, we may see all the details of any of the registered events. While in this tutorial we only registered a CentOS system, the process is very similar in other operating systems. I hope you have found this video useful and that it will help you use Wazuh to enhance the security of your IT environment. If you have any questions, suggestions, feature requests, or bug reports, we have a very active community both on Slack, GitHub, and our mailing list, which you may find in our webpage, and I welcome you to join.